want to be able to draw anything and everything, whether it's hands, a mouth, a cat, a horse, eyes, a body, or even Josh Hutcherson. You may not reach this skill level in one video, but I do guarantee that you will significantly improve. Number 1 is you have to break the habit. So you want to draw a dog, but you still draw like that. This is because as humans, we attach symbols to literally everything. Let me give you an example. So let's pretend you're drawing Josh Hutcherson and you start drawing his eyes and nose and mouth and all of that, and you start to realize it looks nothing like him. That's because you're using all of these different symbols for the different features on his face instead of actually looking at each individual feature and drawing them how they actually look. Assuming that that's how you've been drawing, I want you to just drop that whole method. So now that you understand what not to do, let's move on to what to do. Understand that everything is made up out of shapes, whether you see them or not. Looking at this sketch, there are more obvious shapes like in the lips there are circles, and less obvious shapes like the lines in the opening of the mouth and the squares of the teeth. Looking at this finished drawing, you can still see a lot of shapes. This is a more advanced drawing, so the shapes are going to look more intricate. Notice how most of these shapes are more irregular to match up more of the flow of the original drawing. I also like to gauge different proportions by using the different shapes, like how the top of the nose is about half of the size of the top of the snout. Now that you understand that shapes are everywhere and in everything, I'm going to show you my full sketch process. So first, I'm going in with a simple circle as the base of its head. But I just thought about the fact that not everybody can draw a perfect circle, or any shape for that matter. And that's what brings us to step 3, which is mastering the basics. Because honestly, why are you trying to draw anything else if you can't even draw a circle? Start drawing circles and squares and triangles, and once you can do that, you can try adding depth to different shapes, which isn't very difficult to do once you understand it. All I'm doing is drawing parallel lines off of each corner of the square. And then once I finish that, I just close in the square with another square, if that makes any sense whatsoever. And once you're finished with that, you have officially turned your square into a cube. A similar technique is used for the triangle as well. So you just draw 3 parallel lines off of each corner, then box it in with another triangle, and then you have, I don't know what kind of shape it is, but it's a 3D shape of some sort. Anyway, for this circle, all you have to do is draw 2 parallel lines off of opposite sides of the circle, and that is now a cylinder. Once you can do all that, then you want to move on to super complicated shapes. Just putting a bunch of random shapes and stuff together and seeing what you come up with. Because basically, if you're able to draw any type of shape, you're going to be able to draw anything. Look at all those shapes. Now you just need to learn how to turn them into something. Which brings us to step 4. Okay, back to the drawing. So first you have to draw a circle, which you should be able to do now. And I don't know who needs to hear this, but keep your sketching light, because no harsh lines are necessary until after you finish the whole sketch. I'm gonna draw a line just to get the basic direction of where its head is facing. And then after I finish that, I'm gonna go to the top of its muzzle or snout or whatever you call it. I'm gonna draw a circle just so I have a basic idea of where the mouth and nose need to be. And then after that, I'm gonna draw the bottom of its head. Now I want to create the illusion of depth, so I'm going to draw a curved line kind of on the circle, and then a bunch of other lines as well, just to create this 3D illusion that I don't know how to explain because I'm trying to be a teacher, but I'm not very good at teaching. And then I'm just gonna go onto the ears, which, believe it or not, they aren't perfect triangles, so don't draw perfect triangles. And hey, today your drawings might be as good as my teaching, but as you practice, you'll get better. And then moving on to the neck, it's not just 2 random lines. It's a lot more intricate than that, but I'm gonna let you struggle now and move on to step 5. Oh my gosh, just practice, you'll get better. Just kidding, you actually need to try, so maybe try drawing upside down. That's new. Drawing upside down can actually help trick your brain into drawing more accurately. Play around with that a little bit and then also try drawing while only looking at the reference picture. The drawing itself is gonna look absolutely terrible, but you're learning here. So yeah, those are my drawing tips on how to draw anything. Make sure to like and subscribe and comment down below on what other videos you'd like to see.